didn't say something to calm her down, Psycho would run off, and I knew she couldn't be by herself right now. So I pulled myself together and tried apologizing to her, but the words, Psycho, I'm so, cough, sputter, dots, cough, 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 hack, cough. The words wouldn't come, and as soon as I tried to form them, something caught itself in my throat. I found myself unable to breathe and doubled over in a fit. Naomi, are you okay? Wheeze, wheeze, hack. I'm sorry, Naomi. If I'm bothering you, I'll go. I hate to leave your side, but if that's what you want, I won't argue. Wow, some friend you are. Your best friend's choking her in the ground right in front of you and you leave. Psycho. Nunga. Wait. Psycho ran off into the distance, her figure growing smaller and darker until it vanished altogether. I knew I'd made an awful, irreversible mistake. Runga. Gag. That sense of dread I'd felt a moment before had come back full force. I could sense a malevolence within me, an outside hand that made me lash out at Psycho. It felt like something was in my mouth. I had no idea what, but there was definitely something in there. I stuck my finger in and tried to dig it out. Dots. Ah. My finger found something and pulled, and out from my throat came large clumps of long black hair. Gag, gag, cough. I just kept pulling and pulling. I couldn't believe how much there was. The strands stretched all the way from my stomach through my esophagus and into my hands, and even then there was still more to pull. The motion was unnatural and was creating a repulsive, sickening sensation along my tonsils. I felt like I was going to throw up. Ugh, cough, cough. Spew, pant. Where the hell did all this hair come from? Was this all stuck in my throat? Ah. It was only a faint notion before, but now I was certain I was remembering some future event. I didn't know why or how, but I was repeating time. Am I just not allowed to apologize? I could feel a dark will guiding me. Someone or something wanted Psycho to be killed in this timeline as well. But I wasn't going to let it happen. Not without a fight. I have to go after her. I have to apologize. I can't leave her alone like this. I ran as quickly as I could in the direction Psycho had gone, but then... Eek. No. A fierce earthquake began shaking the building, and it was so violent I couldn't even stay standing. I crouched along the ground waiting for it to pass. Everything was moving, and there were sounds of objects cracking and breaking all around me. Glass was shattering, ceiling tiles were raining down upon me, and I was scared for my life. So scared, so very, very afraid. I was certain I was going to die. Maybe a big chunk of ceiling would fall on me, or the floor would open up at my feet and swallow me whole. Either way, it's bad. I kept wondering how it was going to end. Was I going to be crushed? How badly would it hurt? How long would it go on before I finally died? My head was swimming with all kinds of worst-case scenarios, while my body just remained motionless on the ground. I'd never felt so helpless before. I didn't even care anymore. I'd take any release I could get, just make it stop. But there was no release for me. All I could do was curl up into a ball and pray. Exclamation point. Shiver, shake. I wondered how much time had passed. It could only been only a moment, or a few minutes, or even a few hours. For all I knew, But it did finally end, and the dark corridors were silent once more. Rung. Gulf. I grabbed loosely, my stiff body uncurling the floor. Blotches of dust and wood chips fell from my hair. Some of the finer debris had gotten into my clothing and was crunching around like sand with every movement. It was not pleasant. I brushed myself off as best I could and slowly rose to my feet, slapping my skirt in vain to clear away any excess dust and dirt. The particles in the air were like a white smoke billowing through the pitch-black hallway. It took me a moment to get my bearings. Once I finally did, though, I almost wish I hadn't. The sight before my eyes instantly washed away all the hope I may have had. What? The earthquake had completely caved in part of the floor. It was no longer possible to continue down this hall, no longer possible to trail Psycho. If I had been cowering from the quake only a few feet away, I'd be dead for sure, swallowed up into whatever hell lay down there. Exclamation point. I knelt down at the edge of the hole and peered within. It was so dark to tell for sure, but if what I thought I saw was correct, then the ceiling in this school was unreasonably high. To make matters worse, it seemed like the floor directly below had fallen out as well. I didn't dare consider just how deep this pit might go. All I knew was I couldn't risk falling into it. Shivering in terror, I pulled myself up. What do I do? Can I get around it? I have to hurry. I definitely had to hurry. If I didn't, Psycho would commit suicide, but there was still time. I was determined not to let it happen. No matter what, I was going to save her. I was going to change her horrible fate. Okay, finally, we get to actually get to the playing of this game. So, we're going to finally get to the playing of this game. And, we're going to play it. So, next time, we're going to play it. This is WhiteBlight 9000. See ya.